Hello everyone, this meeting is regarding the SugarLearning Sprint Retro Review for 175 and Sprint Planning for 176. The duration of sprint is 1 week, 4 working days. The sprint goal, Markdown editor, update to latest version. It is deployed to the production and now it's up and running. I will talk about it in details once I go to the backlog. Attendees, I will be updating later. Coming to the billable hours, Christian, Uzair, and Nick was working, and total billable hours for this project are 65.5. Coming towards the backlog, as I discussed before, Markdown editor, the latest version is being on production now, and now I will go to the SugarLearning, and I will show you the new version. So last time we actually completed the upgrade, but we find a bug where we were not able to open a simple UI Markdown editor. Now that bug is also been resolved. So this is the simplest view, as we can see over here. It's working fine. And once we select to the use advanced Markdown editor, we go to the advanced Markdown. And we have a new UI as well. Does anyone have a question about it?
Well, first of all, congratulations for getting this done. I know it wasn't easy. Is it much nicer for users to use now?
Yes, it is. And I will also show you during the summary that how this improvement has significantly decreased the errors.
Okay. How many people have tested it?
It's been in the deployment for 1 week, and whoever is using is being tested by the users. Yeah, but I don't have a count at the moment.
How many people have given you a test pass, like intentionally tested it, done some things, and said, okay?
Once Christian has done it, so I done the testing, and then I go for the deployment, but I did not ask people to test it.
Okay, all right. Well, that's where the rubber meets the road. You must get more people to test it and give you feedback.
Sure.
And have you done a done video so that people can see, just as an end user, the things you can do with it?
No, I did not do the done video.
Okay, all right. So Christian, would you be able to do that, or we ask Tino to do it?
I thought the plan was to get Tino to do another version of his video since he's already done one for the Markdown editor.
Okay, so that video that Tino did, he scrolled down and he showed how beautiful it kept in sync. Is that still true?
No.
Okay, all right. So we need to put a comment on that. Is that a regression, or is that it's just too hard to do?
So the original one before we upgraded, the scroll would jump around all over the place. So it was actually better to turn it off completely. And the highlighting feature is only in the new version. So we didn't get that previously anyway. So the only thing that we've lost is the scroll. But I think scrolling the panes individually is a better experience than having scroll sync.
Okay, all right. Shouldn't we have a checkbox to say, turn on scroll sync, or you prefer not to even have the option there?
I've got rid of the option because we can't actually do it with our custom preview pane that we have at the moment. That would require more custom code.
Okay.
Do you have any other question, Adam?
Well, I'm still slightly confused. The newer version before gave you scroll sync, and now this newer version has given you something to do with highlighting. Can you just walk me through, Christian, why scroll syncing got removed if it was working so nicely in Tino's last video?
So with the preview window now, we've got our own custom preview window, which is coming directly from the back end from Markdown it, rather than the preview window coming from the Toast UI. Toast UI editor window is still the same. So we have the good editing experience, and then we have the best preview experience because we're getting the preview that we'll see on the actual rendered page. Because when we save the rendered page, we use the markdown HTML that's generated, and that comes from the back end.
Right, okay. I actually think it would be way better for you to demo this since you know it rather than Tino. Yeah, are you happy to do it? Do the recording?
I can do.
Yeah. I think it'd be just way better listening to you explain what it can do. We possibly could have two videos, one for the end user that you link to at the bottom of this Markdown editor, so you can just see you demoing a few things you can do, and explaining that it doesn't scroll sync. You just scroll it down together, keep it in sync, and maybe one for the devs, just explaining those different controls and why you went away from one over the other.
If there is no other question, I'll move back to summary.
Okay.
All right. Coming back to the summary, and we did some bug fixes and regular monitoring and content chooser task where I am going to the different emails and fixing the formatting as well. Coming to the sprint burn down and dashboard, we were able to complete 55% during this sprint. Coming to the code coverage, the line coverage has remained constant at 25%. We do have 2 deployments to West US and China North 3 productions. Coming towards the...
Is anyone from China working on it at the moment?
No, I'm the only one who's working.
Okay.
Means
Right.
Christian and I was working only.
Okay.
Coming to the sorry, Adam.
Who from China, when they get off client work, will be coming back to the the SugarLearning team?
Nick, I guess Nick can answer.
No, I can't.
I thought Tino was last working on it, and he'd be coming back. Does that sound right? Tino was working on SugarLearning before he went off to client work, so he'd be coming back.
Yes, he was working on SugarLearning before, but I'm not aware of it. Maybe Geoffrey or Colin can answer about that. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'm not sure of. Yeah. Whatever.
Can you just look up book?
Yeah, look it up.
Yeah, look it up. Yeah.
All right. Coming to the old dashboard, the average number of failed requests per day decreased by 41, and this is because after the upgrade of the Markdown editor. So previously we have 1 or 2 requests per day over the 8 days, and now we have 61 requests per day over 1 week. So this is a significant change we can see after the upgrade, that the request has been decreased, a failed request has been decreased.
So you're saying after the upgrade of the Toast UI, you had less errors?
Yes, that is correct.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it does make to me. Means
because it's just a JavaScript library on the front end. I'm wondering how that makes less errors in the back end.
Yes, there were some errors that is actually related to front end, and they were being captured on Reagan, and they are not being anymore.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Just back to Tino. He was booked on client this week, but he seems to be free next week. He has no booking in the future.
Yeah, so just ping him and ask him, will you be working on SugarLearning when you get off client work? Yep.
Yep.
Coming to the new dashboard, the total number of unique users have increased by 1, and authenticated users have been decreased by 2. Coming to the China dashboard, there was only 1 authenticated and 1 unique user on SugarLearning China. Coming towards the product roadmap, content editor upgrade has been completed. Coming towards did we do any experimental work? Yes, latest version of Markdown editor is deployed to production.
Sorry, just the one that's completed. Can you just strike it through so it's just more obvious? Well, not the word completed, just the title.
Yeah, okay, I'll do it now. Where's the strike? I can do it after
No,
this
you just press the little button at the bottom of that. Yep, that guy. And strike through.
Strike through. All right, there we go. Yep. Coming to the sprint retro, team is happy there is a significant decrease in errors after the upgrade of the Markdown editor. Christian mentioned that another user-raised bug has been fixed during this sprint.
Now, who's that?
Coming to the top. This one, where when the comments were read on each item, so they were not being deleted before, but now that bug has been fixed and we can delete it.
Okay, and who reported that?
I guess Mish reported it,
okay.
Christian,
All right.
if I'm,
okay.
yeah,
right.
Mish reported it, yep. Going back to retro.
Just put it in that comment by Mish.
All right, I'll do that.
So guys, about Tino, he's working internally now. He's on Tina. And apparently, Adam, you asked him to work on Tina to do some channel 5 stuff.
Oh, right. Okay. All right.
Would you like him to move
No.
Or?
That's fine.
Okay.
All right, coming to what didn't go so well. I mentioned there are a lot of emails that require formatting and reference checks in all staff email template library of content chooser that I'm still working on.
Okay, and how long until that's done?
Adam, I have done more than half now.
Right, okay.
What improvement will be made for the next sprint? Christian mentioned increased estimate on content chooser PBIs.
Right, okay. I'm not really understanding those changes. It would be great if you had a bit of a video on how it's meant to work or how it works, just so another dev knows how to pick this up since you're coming off this project.
All right.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, sure. Moving to the forecast. This is sprint forecast for sprint 176. The sprint goal is update outdated JavaScript libraries with known vulnerabilities. And this bug was raised by Kiki after penetration testing, and we'll be working on it.
Okay, can you put in brackets by Kiki?
Totally. Yeah. It's the communications job. Like.
I will continue my work with the content chooser, and then we'll work on the standardize and streamlining the error handling across the application, and we will perform the regular monitoring during this sprint. Does anyone have a question?
When's your last sprint, Jose? Is it this one, or have you got more time after this?
My last is 23rd of April.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just thinking there's no handover PBIs, but I guess that's going to happen in a future sprint, right?
Yeah.
No. I'd like it to happen in this sprint, just so we know what's going on. So, Ozair, make sure you do a handover to Christian, which I think will be easy. But once that's done, obviously there might be a video that's done, so it's very easy for Christian to pick it up if he needs to. And then to Jeffrey, and check he's all good, makes one change on his machine and deploys it, and then the same with Tom. Okay, so sure. Until Tino comes back after finishing all the Tina Chinify stuff, then we'll have Christian, Jeffrey, and Tom able to make changes if there's a big problem. Okay, right. But yeah, okay, yeah, cool.
I'll do that. All right.
So you'll need to update this before sending it.
Yes, I will update that.
Okay, all right, cool.
The video will be uploaded on this channel. Thank you guys for joining this meeting. See you next time.
Okay, bye. Thank you.